And welcome back to the Nest, home of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds here at the Waubun White Earth School. So we bring you the broadcast of the boys matchup tonight between the 4-6 Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds and the 10-5 Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call the second matchup of the night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying with us here. You saw a great girls game. We're looking forward to a great boys game here this evening. Our pregame show, a short one, is brought to you by Hoban's Plumbing and Heating and Main Street Station in Delhi. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. Call for all of your plumbing and heating needs to 1-800-983-3611 and Main Street Station in Delhi. Of course, with hot stuff foods, gas at the pump, and C-store items, they're the place to be in fertile Main Street Station in Delhi. We'll look at our keys. We'll look at our starting lineups. We'll have the opening tap here as we get things moving. We'll go to a timeout. We'll come back. We'll come back with their keys. Thunderbirds and Cougars, boys hoops, coming up next on Gold 1015, KRJM, and YourLiveEvent.com. For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio. At Deerwood Bank, we believe in the power of community. That's why we're committed to supporting our youth, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether it's sponsoring local sports teams or funding educational programs, we've been dedicated to helping our future leaders grow and succeed since 1910. Because at Deerwood Bank, we know that investing in our youth is investing in a brighter tomorrow. Visit us in our Ogama office or at any of our 14 Minnesota locations. Deerwood Bank, banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Kurt Fillion with Bighorn Financial LLC and by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. Keys tonight with the visiting Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Get the ball to the inside and drive. Be aggressive. Get to the basket. First meeting between these two teams, that was the big difference maker as the Cougars got their way inside and were able to get some easy buckets. And then defensively, turn up the pressure the guards of the Thunderbirds, and rebound here tonight. It'll be a big thing. For the Thunderbirds, take care of the basketball. They can't have turnovers, and then they're going to have to play big because they give up size on the inside. So they're going to have to play big on the inside, and then they're also going to have to find ways to get points in the paint here. A big thing defensively, hands in the face of the shooters, and then don't let this turn into a running game. That'll be a big thing for the Thunderbirds. They need to control the tempo here in this one in order to to stay in it. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Kurt Fillion with Bighorn Financial Services. Of course, you can visit them online at bighornllc.com and Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back with your starting lineups after this on Gold 1015, KRJM, and YourLiveEvent.com. For anyone that loves DIY projects, your locally owned True Value store on Main Street in Mahnomen is a shopper's paradise. They have everything you need for plumbing projects, electrical. They've got a full supply of paint and all of the painting supplies. They've got supplies for your outdoor projects, and of course, they've got the tools to get the job done. Stop by and see Ryan and Paige at your locally owned True Value store. For the DIY lovers, your locally owned True Value store is a shopper's paradise. Time now for our starting lineups, brought to you by West Main Pizza, with locations in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Tonight, starting for Ada-Borup-West, a senior number 0, Anders Tinjum. A senior number 1, Adrian Reyes. A junior number 4, Casper Kritzberger. A senior number 5, Austin McCraven. And a senior number 11, Mason Larson. Cougars are coached by Nate McCraven, assistant coach Sir Aaron Eggen, Kenley Wallin. Wearing the white jerseys, the red and black trim, red and black numbers and letters. Cougars across the front, they're 10-5. Now for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Starting for the Thunderbirds tonight, a junior number 3, Tate Hodek. A senior number 5, Brian Clark. Sophomore number 12, Anthony Thompson. A junior number 30, Brody Lutka. And a junior number 32, Ethan Jackson. Thunderbirds coached by John Clark Jr., assistant coach Sir Eric Steck, Dayton Mackey, Travis Castee, and Jamie Nordic. Wearing the teal jerseys, the white and black trim, white and black numbers and letters. Thunderbirds across the front, they are 4-6. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call. Aaron Gunther is my Your Live event engineer. Opening tap brought to you by Gordon Construction. Quality construction services with Gordon Construction. Opening tap will be controlled by the Cougars, and we're underway tonight in the second half of our doubleheader. McCraven, they quickly go inside, and the Cougars, the pass went right through McCraven's hands. They tried to give and go, and it's a turnover, and here comes the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds have won 3 in a row coming into tonight's matchup. Brian Clark over to the left side to give it to Ethan Jackson. Jackson back up top to Brody Lutka. Dribble once, lost a dribble. Right side, Brian Clark. Clark now has to get rid of it, in trouble, and has to hand it off to Anthony Thompson. Thompson watched by Casper Kritzberger. Left side, Hodek. Hodek, there's 7 on the shot clock. Now Hodek, they're going to try and get it inside, and they turn it over. And back the other way, here comes Adrian Reyes. They kick it out. Here's a 3 by Anders Tinjum. Tinjum's 3 is no good. Ethan Jackson upstairs for the rebound. And Jackson will bring it back himself here, just underway. Scoreless basketball, 1 minute in. Hodek with it up top to Brian Clark. Clark over to Thompson. Thompson to Brody Lutka. Lutka turns and scores. That's Lutka's shot from the elbow. Right around that free throw line, he is solid. Here comes McCraven. They go left side to Tinjum. Tinjum looking back up top to Reyes. Reyes back to Tinjum. Tinjum will feed into the corner. 3 on the way. And that's off the mark for Mason Larson. And a rebound coming down to Ethan Jackson. Coming back the other way, here is Brody Lutka, but he traveled. So travel. And that'll be Cougar basketball. So it'll be Cougar basketball. Tinjum with it up top. They'll give it to Larson. Larson skips it across to Reyes' corner. Here is McCraven. McCraven back to Larson. Larson back out to Reyes on the right side. There's 15 on the shot clock. They feed back up top to Tinjum. Tinjum makes a move, bumped, has to one-hander. It's no good, and McCraven timed the jump perfectly. Now it's Reyes. His 3 is blocked, and somehow ending up with it is Casper Kritzberger. They kick it back out to Larson. 12 on the shot clock. Here is a Kritzberger 3, won't fall. Rebound controlled by Brody Lutka. 2-0 Thunderbirds leading. 15:40 to play. Pass ahead to Ethan Jackson. Jackson tangled up, and a foul called as Casper Kritzberger was there defending. Got tied up. So at the line is Ethan Jackson. First free throw for Jackson, no good. One more. Second one is no good, and Brody Lutka ended up with it and then came down hard on his bottom. The rebound went out of bounds. But shaking it off is Brody Lutka. And so it'll be Cougar basketball. Anders Tinjum to bring it up across to Reyes. Adrian Reyes will give it back to Tinjum in the front court. They feed McCraven. McCraven works inside. Nice move by McCraven, but the shot wouldn't fall. It's a long rebound that Ethan Jackson got to. His 3rd board. Here comes Brian Clark. 2-0 Thunderbirds leading. 15-12 to play in the half. Anthony Thompson out front. Thompson coming to his left. Slips a little bit. Now he's caught in a trap and ends up throwing it off of what looked to be Mason Larson's foot. So the inbound coming goes out front to Ethan Jackson. Jackson right side, Tate Hodek with the basketball now. Hodek goes to Jackson at that high post. Jackson will drive. Here's a drive and a blocked shot. Mason Larson rejects that. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Thunderbirds. 2-0 Thunderbirds. Inbounds coming, goes to Brody Lutka. Lutka up strong, and Brody Lutka for 2. 4-0. Thunderbirds leading. Tingham to the left side. Kritzberger back out to Tingham. They'll feed it over to the right. Now it's Reyes. Reyes back to Tingham. McCraven into the corner. They give it to Larson. Larson back out. Tingham makes a move and then feeds it over to Reyes. Nearly lost it. Back to Tingham. Tingham on the drive. Nice move. Anders Tingham for 2 on the right-handed drive and the layup. 4-2. Thunderbirds leading by the deuce with 14-17 to play first half. Left side, Brian Clark with it. BC works to the left side, gives it to Anthony Thompson. Thompson on the drive. And now back to Brian Clark. Clark has to give it back to Thompson. Thompson back out front as they got to reset. Left side, Hodek, 10 on the shot clock. Down to Ethan Jackson. Jackson out to Brian Clark. Clark gonna feed up on a 3, and it's off the iron, no good. Long rebound, and Clark saved it. Nice job by Brian Clark to track it down. Now 3 by Anthony Thompson. Barely got the rim. Rebounded by Mason Larson. Larson to the outlet, and then the Cougars throw it away. Trying to get it up the floor to Kritzberger. Went right past him. Turnover, and now it's Thompson. Thompson, free throw line. Jump shot on the way. Wouldn't fall. Rebound down to Brody Lutka. Lutka for 2. Brody Lutka fighting for that board. It's 6-2 Thunderbirds. Lutka not the tallest player out there, but he likes to play like it. McCraven on the drive, kick out Reyes. Reyes inside Larson. This is a 7-footer. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Kritzberger. Kick it back out. Now Tingham. Tingham looks to drive, leaves it left side. Nice pass down to McCraven. McCraven underneath gets 2. Nice look to McCraven. 6-4. Thunderbirds by 2. Thompson across half court. They'll give it to Brian Clark. Clark over to Lutka. Lutka trying to get the handle on it. Now Lutka just pulls up and shoots the basketball. No good. Rebound controlled by McCraven. McCraven will bring it up the floor across himself. Right side, Reyes back out to Tingham. Tingham goes left side into the corner. It's Larson. Larson back up McCraven. McCraven looks inside, leaves it. Tingham steps back, 3 on the way. Won't fall. It's a long rebound, and I think it went right off of Adrian Reyes' hands. Goes out of bounds. Substitutions, Hudson MacArthur, James Thompson in for the Thunderbirds. Checking in for the Cougars is Connor Nelson as Reyes sits down. Jackson and Clark sit down for the Thunderbirds. Didn't get a chance to talk much to Nate McCraven before the game as the girls' game starting early, so I didn't get a chance to visit with him, but Caden Dahl definitely missing in this lineup. Then a turnover by the Thunderbirds. Back the other way comes McCraven. McCraven scores and 1. Austin McCraven to the rack hard. Anthony Thompson going to be called with the foul. That'll be Thompson's first personal. Team's first at the line goes Austin McCraven. A chance to take the lead here. Free throw away from McCraven. Good. And McCraven hits that one, and we got a lead change. It's a 7-6 lead. Substitutions. Kritzberger coming out. As Braden Booing coming in. 7-6. Cougars by 1. High post is Hudson MacArthur. MacArthur makes a move to the basket, throws up the shot. It won't fall. Rebound coming down to Booing. And Booing up the floor to Larson. Larson feeding ahead right through Connor Nelson's hands. Turnover on the Cougars. 7-6. Ada-Borup-West leading, 11:46 to play in the half. Anthony Thompson will bring the ball up across half court. Thompson will hold on to it. Here's Anthony Thompson, works back out to James Thompson. And now going for the steal and getting the steal is McCraven. McCraven other end, foul and one. McCraven with the layup and one. And that's one of those situations where McCraven was going to have the wide open layup. James Thompson came flying out of nowhere, tried to block it. Got him more with the body than he did with anything else. McCraven at the line. It's now 9-6. Free throw away. This one's off the mark. Rebound will be controlled by Anthony Thompson. It's a 3-point Cougar lead at 9-6. And Brody Lutka over to Tate Hodek. Hodek, the drive, and a blocking foul going to be called on the Cougars. Hodek on the drive. Blocking foul called on Connor Nelson. To the line goes Tate Hodek. It's a 9-6 Cougar lead. Hodek shooting 2. First free throw for Tate Hodek comes up short, no good. Ethan Jackson coming in, sitting down is Brody Lutka. Going to give Lutka a little breather with 11:16 to play first half. Hodek to shoot one more. Second free throw for Hodek is good. Substitutions. Brian Clark, no, we're going to have a timeout. Timeout on the floor brought to you by Gordon Construction. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard 11:16 to play first half. 9-7 Cougars leading.
Comes to repair work on your vehicle, contact Baker's Truck Repair of Ogama, 218-983-3330. They pretty much do repairs on anything from big semis to small autos. They offer trailer work, they do DOT inspections, brake work, they have a huge selection of tires, interstate batteries, engine work, air conditioning work, and so much more. Contact the professionals at Baker's Truck Repair, 218-983-3330. They'll pretty much do repairs on anything. It's Baker's Truck Repair on Highway 59 in Ogama.
It's 9-7 Cougar lead. First half. McCraven will bring it up here for the Cougars across to Tingham. Tingham back to McCraven into the corner. This is Booing. Booing back out. Tingham goes corner McCraven. Left him alone. McCraven pops the three. Won't fall. Rebound coming down. Nice rebound by Connor Nelson. They skip back across corner. McCraven head fake this time. Steps in, leaves it. Tingham straight on three. Good. Tingham buries a three. It's a 12-7 Cougar lead. Full court pressure. Here's Brian Clark. Across to Ethan Jackson on that left side. Jackson spins back into the middle. They go right side to Brian Clark. Clark stops, got caught. Now it's Jackson with the basketball. Jackson back out front. Gives it to James Thompson. 12-7 lead for Ada-Borup-West. Here's Anthony Thompson coming back across. There's 7 on the shot clock. Thompson looks to drive a fall away. No, dumps it down to Hudson MacArthur. MacArthur missed the first one, got his own rebound when he was further under the basket, making it more difficult, and made that one. 12-9. 10:06 first half. Right side, this is Connor Nelson back out to Tingham. And then Tingham throws it away. Nelson started a baseline cut. Tingham's pass came behind him and goes out of bounds. Substitution. Sitting down is Connor Nelson. Checking in is Adrian Reyes. Hudson MacArthur sitting down as Brody Lutka checks in. 12-9. Cougars lead the Thunderbirds with 9:50 to play in the half. Corner, James Thompson trying the three, and it's good for James Thompson. And just like that, we're tied at 12s. Larson back out to Tingham. Tingham, deep three. That one rims in, rims out. Ethan Jackson upstairs for his 4th rebound. And he'll bring it up with 9.5 to go first half. Jackson up top to Anthony Thompson. Thompson looking. Now Anthony Thompson drives down to the baseline. Leaves it for Ethan Jackson. Too hard. Rebounded by Adrian Reyes. Reyes pushing to Anders Tingham. Tingham skips all the way across to Booing. Booing back out to Tingham. Now Tingham on the drive. Leaves it out. Mason Larson. Larson will look to drive. Here's Larson. Nice drive and a charge. Mason Larson caught with a charge. Tried to drive in, and Brody Lutka was planted and ready to go, and so it'll be a foul, his first, Larson's first, and a turnover charged as well. Tied at 12, 9:04 to play in the half. Clark back to Lutka. Cougars keeping the press on ahead to Jackson as they get it across. Here's Ethan Jackson. Jackson, nice move inside, and he scores in one. He looked a little out of sorts and then just kind of kept going, and it looked better as it went. Foul on Austin McCraven. First personal. Team's fourth. The line is Ethan Jackson. So the free throw for Jackson won't fall. Ethan Jackson now 0 of 3 from the line. It's a 14-12 Thunderbird lead. Tingham skips into the corner to Reyes. Reyes comes back out. Now Tingham leaves it out for McCraven. McCraven back to Reyes. Reyes on the left side. Coming back out to Tingham. Now back to Reyes. Reyes going to shoot the three. That's well off the mark. Didn't get anything. So it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Substitution coming back in is Casper Kritzberger. And sitting down is Braden Boeing. So it'll be Thunderbird basketball, a 2-point lead with 8.5 to go in the half. Thompson throws that one right into the hands of the Cougars and Austin McCraven. McCraven with it on the right side. Now McCraven lost the basketball. Turnover, and back the other way comes Brian Clark. Brian Clark, the layup no good. Ended up, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Brian Clark, contested layup, but did have a step. Couldn't get it to fall. Anthony Thompson out. Tate Hodek coming back in. A 14-12 Thunderbird lead. 8:15 to play in the half. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Gold 101.5 KRJM, Mahnomen, Minnesota, and YourLiveEvent.com of this doubleheader action tonight. Mahnomen-Waubun leading 14-12. Cougars with the basketball and under 8 to play in the first half. Tingham goes right side. Larson. Larson leaves it in the corner for Kritzberger, feeding it down to McCraven. McCraven back out. Tingham. Tingham, nice little move. Now kicks it inside to Kritzberger. Kritzberger is caught. Ball went between his legs. There's 4 on the shot clock. Now McCraven has to force up a shot, and it goes in. Wow, Austin McCraven had to make something out of nothing, and he did it. Tied at 14. There was nothing left on the shot clock, and McCraven with a nice play to get the bucket. Now a lead pass. Nice pass. Jackson to Lutka for 2. Boy, Ethan Jackson, I thought he was going to take the shot and instead left it down for Brody Lutka, and Lutka has got 8 points at 16-14. High post, we're going to have a foul. Brian Clark on a reach. It's his first, team's third. Substitution. Checking in is Connor Nelson for the Cougars. Reyes sitting down. Anthony Thompson in for James Thompson for the Thunderbirds. 16-14. Thunderbirds leading. 7:13 to go in the first half. So McCraven, the inbound goes to Nelson. Back out. Larson's going to try his hand at a 3. Good. Mason Larson tickles the twine for 3 points. Cougars lead 17-16. Hodek all the way ahead to Anthony Thompson. Thompson, fall away 3. Anthony Thompson was falling to his left, took the shot and knocks it down. It's 19-17 Thunderbirds. Larson across. Now McCraven on a little drive. Kick it back up to Tingham. Deep, deep 3 for Tingham. No good. Rebound. McCraven. McCraven fights inside and gets the bucket. And a timeout on the floor for the Thunderbirds. Timeout taken, a 30, brought to you by Gordon Construction. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard tied at 19. We're back in 30 seconds.
Performance Ag west of Borup is locally owned and operated and ready to serve the area farmer. They offer these products for the upcoming season: seed, chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and application services. When we're talking seed from Performance Ag, they'll provide growers with corn, soybean, sunflower, small grain, sugar beet, or other seed that you plant on your farm. Thank you for your business from Performance Ag west of Borup.
Tied at 19s in this boys basketball matchup tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for tuning in tonight from the Nest here in Waubun. It'll be Thunderbird basketball, 6:35 to go in the first half. Full court pressure here by the Cougars. Jackson looks to bring it up. McCraven will step up and pick him up. And here comes Ethan Jackson. Leaves it out for Brian Clark. Clark to Hodek. Hodek inside look to Brody Lutka. Lutka fights, and Lutka is fouled on his way up. Foul going against Connor Nelson. His second. Team's fifth. Lutka going to the line. One thing about Brody Lutka is, again, when he gets down in the post, Lutka is a brick, you-know-what. Strong kid that he finds his way to the right spot. One more here for Lutka. Both are made. Thunderbirds lead 21-19. Tingham ahead. Here is a pass to Booing, and wow, it was kind of kicked, and then Larson somehow finds it. Mason Larson picks it up off the floor and scores. We're tied at 21. Lutka coming back the other way. Lutka and Larson battling. Clark over to Anthony Thompson. Thompson out front. Here comes Anthony Thompson. Quick move, double clutch, bucket, good, in one. Anthony Thompson with the double clutch, and he's got one more. Foul is on Mason Larson. That'll be his second. Anthony Thompson to the line, and it's a 23-21 lead for the Thunderbirds. The one free throw won't go, and the rebound came down to Austin McCraven. McCraven tossing it ahead, and a bucket, good. I looked down for a second, and I think it was Braden Booing. Got a shot off. Like I said, I looked down for just a moment. I look up, and Braden Booing had scored, and, well, it worked out. So Booing to shoot one, a chance to take the lead for the Cougars. Free throw good. So Braden Booing hits one, and the Cougars now lead 24-23. Ethan Jackson drives to his left, coming back, now going back, and nice move by Ethan Jackson, scores off the glass. 25-24, Thunderbirds by one. McCraven up to the half court point. They go inside to Mason Larson. Larson, nice extra dish, kick it out. Kritzberger kicked it out, and McCraven wasn't there, but it was tipped by the Thunderbirds. Misdirected the pass. So it'll be Cougar basketball. Inbound will go to McCraven. 5:20 to go in the half. 25-24. Thunderbirds up by one. Across to Larson. Larson, three on the way again. It's good for Mason Larson. Boy, he has got a smooth shot from outside. 27-25, our 10th lead change of the evening. Inside, here's Brian Clark. Clark missed the first one. Down with it is Brody Lutka. Lutka rebound, put back, good. Lutka with 12 points. 27 all now tied. Tingham goes back into the corner. Kritzberger, they turn it over. Went right through one player's hands, and Brian Clark ends up with it. Ethan Jackson on the return down the right side. Back to Brian Clark. Now it's Anthony Thompson. 4.5, 4:35 to be exact. Thompson, one-hander, couldn't get the roll. Rebounded by Kritzberger. And the Cougars back on the other way. 27 all, we're tied. Larson on the right side. Skip it all the way across. Here's Braden Booing. Sees an open three, and it's good. Braden Booing. Three is good. 30-27. Cougars back up by 3. Anthony Thompson on the left side. Hands it off to Tate Hodek. Hodek, high post. Ethan Jackson with the basketball. Jackson turned, saw the defense. Now Jackson has to get rid of it. Jackson, quick little move, missed it, but Brody Lutka's there, got the bucket and one. Brody Lutka, rebound, put back, good. He's got 14 points, and now a chance at one more. The foul goes against Casper Kritzberger. It's his second. Reyes and Nelson coming in. Kritzberger and Larson sitting down. 3:58 to play in the half. So Brody Lutka shooting a free throw. He's 2 of 2 from the line. Free throw is good. And now the Thunderbirds have tied it at 30s. First time these two teams played, the Cougars won 79-38. That was early December. Kritzberger, or that's actually McCraven, drives in and high off the glass for Austin McCraven, and he's got 13. 32-30. And a timeout. Timeout on the floor, Thunderbirds. Brought to you by Gordon Construction. We'll take it. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 3:40 to play, first half. Cougars lead the Thunderbirds 32-30. These years are a stepping stone for a bright future at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District. They work hard to make a positive influence on the students from grade school all the way up to high school. Without guidance and leadership, life after high school can be even tougher. Skills and work ethics taught at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District make this process to adulthood easy. Good luck to all the students throughout the school year from the entire staff and administration at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District. The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. 32-30, Cougars leading the Thunderbirds tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Thunderbird have the basketball to inbound from the near sideline, and it'll go to Anthony Thompson. So Thompson with it across half court, hands it off to Brian Clark. Clark back to the right side to Thompson. Thompson over to Hodek. Hodek lofts it into Brody Lutka, and it's a nice pass, and Lutka catches, releases, and scores. Brody Lutka ties the ball game at 32. Tingham up the floor to McCraven. McCraven turns, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Anthony Thompson, his second board, and Thompson coming back himself in transition down the right side. Thompson up top to Hodek. Tate Hodek going to be bumped by Adrian Reyes. First personal on Reyes, team's 8th, so that means Tate Hodek is at the line shooting free throws. He'll have a 1-and-1. Hodek is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So Hodek to shoot. 1 and if make 1. First one is no good. And the rebound coming right down to Braden Boeing. McCraven to Reyes on the right side. Reyes will give it to Tingham, who feeds left side. Here's Braden Boeing all alone for 3. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka now with 5 rebounds. Tried to feed it through. The ball is loose, and Hodek picked it up, and Hodek got the right-handed layup. Nearly turned it over, and Hodek ended up with it. 34-32. Thunderbirds leading by 2. Here's McCraven straight down the lane, and a blocking foul going to be called on Brody Lutka. First personal on Lutka. So that'll send Austin McCraven to the line. McCraven 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 13 points tonight, along with 4 rebounds to this point. Free throw up, wouldn't fall. Mason Larson coming back in, sitting down. It's Connor Nelson. And the Cougars without Caden Dahl tonight, who is home sick. Second free throw off the mark. Rebounded by Ethan Jackson. Jackson with 5 boards. Jackson dribbling through, leaves it for Brian Clark. Clark will hand it to Anthony Thompson. 2:20 to play first half. Thompson, and an illegal screen set by Ethan Jackson will be his first personal and the team's 6th turnover. So a turnover. It's 34-32. Thunderbirds leading the Cougars with 2:14 to play in the half. Tingham, McCraven back to Tingham across half court. Tingham pushes to the right side, leaves it for Boeing, who gives it back to Tingham. Skip it all the way across to Larson. Larson, silky smooth, another one. Mason Larson, 11 points, 3 threes. And it's a 1-point lead for the Cougars at 35-34. Thompson lofting it in for Brody Lutka. Lutka had to come back out to get it. Now Lutka works back out and gives it to Anthony Thompson. Thompson in the front court. Coming to his right. Thompson has to come back out. Thompson coming around. Leaves it for Brian Clark. Clark on the right side. 10 on the shot clock. Back to Hodek. Now it's Brody Lutka. Lutka falling down and going to be called a travel. Lutka tried to spin and kind of stumbled. Got caught in a travel. 35-34. Cougars lead by 1. 1:20 to play in the half. McCraven skip it all the way up the floor to Reyes. Reyes back to Tinjum. On the left side, Booing. Booing, Tinjum. High post, McCraven. McCraven turns and fouled. So a foul called. It's going against Ethan Jackson, who picks up his second. Team 7th. That'll send Austin McCraven to the line. He's 1 of 4. Again, a full house here in Waubun tonight. A nice crowd on hand for this doubleheader. First one for McCraven is good. McCraven now with 14 points. Kritzberger coming in. Larson will sit down. 36-34, 2-point lead for the Cougars. Second free throw on the way. That one is no good. And a rebound. Nice job by Braden Booing. Snuck in and then got it ripped away in a turnover. So Jackson across half court up to Anthony Thompson. Under a minute to play. 36-34. Cougars by the deuce. Backdoor cut and Tate Hodek. Nice cut. And Hodek has a wide open right-handed layup. We're tied at 36. McCraven over to the right side to Kritzberger. 40 seconds to go in the half. Tinjum inside look to McCraven. McCraven turns, leaves it out. Here's Booing on the corner. Booing back out. 20 on the shot clock. Reyes feeding back to Tinjum. Tinjum going corner. Booing trying the three. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka with 6 boards. Lutka up the floor to Anthony Thompson. 20 seconds. And a charge. Anthony Thompson tried to take it himself. He's still on the floor. Be a turnover on the Thunderbirds. So they'll tend to Anthony Thompson, an injury on the floor. So they'll look at Anthony Thompson. John Clark Jr. will go out and talk, see if he's all right. 19 seconds to go in the half. There's a pretty good collision between Thompson and a couple of different white jerseys. Looked like he hit his head. So with the charge, it'll be Cougar basketball with 19.8 seconds left in the half. And they'll get Thompson up to his feet. Little dazed. So we'll resume play here with 19.8 seconds left in the half. Thompson will have a seat and shake the cobwebs out. James Thompson has checked in for him. Cougar basketball tied at 36. And bringing it up will be Austin McCraven as the Cougars will look for the last shot. Thunderbirds going to extend the defense out. McCraven across half court. 9 seconds. They go inside to Larson. Now it's Reyes. Reyes going to shoot the three. That's off the mark. And a rebound comes down to McCraven. One more shot here, and it's Booing. And his shot was blocked. And that'll bring us to the halftime mark. So we go to halftime, tied at 36. Ada-Borup-West and Mahnomen-Waubun tied at 36. We'll take a break, come back, halftime report on the way. At the half, Mahnomen-Waubun and Ada-Borup-West, 36s on Gold 101.5, KR Jam, and yourliveevent.com.
The Seed Specialist. Talk to Mitch at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa, and they have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. Plus, ask Select Ag about crop protection as well. Select Ag, 218-936-4026. Talk to the Seed Specialist, Select Ag in Mahnomen.
Optima Real Estate Development and Property Management is your partner in unlocking your property's potential. Optima Companies are fully licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, covering real estate, development, and property management. Optima Companies, making a positive impact by building for the needs of the community. For more information, dial 701-715-3283 or visit www.optima-nd.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
This is Kenley Walling, the Activities Director at Ada-Borup-West School. These activities wouldn't be possible without the Booster Club members and businesses who made contributions of money and time to Ada-Borup-West School. The Booster Club supports band, FFA, FCCLA, elementary football, the school library, and much more. Thanks to the Booster Club and their members for their support, and roll Cougs!
While we're at the half, our Farmers Union Insurance halftime report, the Joe McCullum Agency with offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes. Again, thanks to Joe McCullum. And, of course, if you're looking for a free quote, you can call him at 218-844-5970. Offering auto, home, life, farm, specialty insurance for your boats, campers, fish houses, ATVs, UTVs. Talk to Joe. He's got it. Joe McCullum and the Farmers Union Insurance Agency with offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes. Well, the first half has been a fun one. We go back and forth. We've had 15 lead changes on top of ties at 6, 12, 14, 19, 23, 27, 30, 32, and 36. I think the greatest lead so far has been about 5 points. One way or the other, and boy, it has been a battle here so far as these two teams go head-to-head, and we're tied at 36s right now. We look at the numbers for Ada-Borup-West. They're led in scoring by Austin McCraven, who's got 14 points and 5 boards. McCraven is 2 of 6 here in the free throw department. Then it is Mason Larson, 11 points and a board. He's knocked down 3 threes in this first half. Braden Booing, 6 points, 3 boards. He's got a 3, and he's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Anders Tidjum, he got down to 3 and a double. He's got 5 points here in the first half. Cougars as a team are 3 of 7 from the free throw line. They got 13 rebounds, fouls, 2 on Connor Nelson, 2 on Mason Larson, 2 on Casper Kritzberger, 1 on Austin McCraven, 1 on Adrian Reyes. They've turned the ball over 8 times here in this first half. For the Thunderbirds, they're led by Brody Lutka with 17 points and 6 rebounds here in this first half. He's 3 of 3 from the line. Ethan Jackson, 4 points, 5 boards. He's 0 of 3 in the first half. Tate Hodek's got 5 points. He's 1 of 3 from the line. James Thompson hit a 3. He's got 3 points. It is Anthony Thompson, 5 points, 2 boards. He's 0 of 1 from the line. Hudson MacArthur with 2 points and a board. The Thunderbirds are 4 of 10 from the free throw line so far. They have out-rebounded the Cougars 15 to 13. Fouls, 2 on Ethan Jackson, 2 on Anthony Thompson, 1 on Brody Lutka, 1 on Brian Clark, 1 on James Thompson, and 1 on Tate Hodek. Thunderbirds have turned the ball over 8 times. Competitive matchup here so far in this one, as we're tied at 36s so far. Far cry from where this was the first time they played, as it was 79-38. The Cougars victorious in the first go-round, so a very competitive matchup here in this second showing between these two teams. We'll go to a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more to come. Our halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance and the Joe McCullum Agency with offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes. We'll continue after this. 36 is at the half on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Grow with us. Build with us. Ada Building Center, LLC. They offer estimates and drafting on homes, houses, shops, lake cabins, garages, and more. From start to finish, thank you for choosing Ada Building Center, LLC for your building material needs. 218-784-3661, Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada. To see their latest building projects, visit their Facebook page.
Hi, this is Val from Ada-Borup-West. I want to say thank you for the support of the Ada-Borup-West School. The students, staff, administration, and leaders in the school are working together every day to make sure that the students are given every opportunity to succeed, and that is made possible from the support that the community has offered. From the Booster Club to the many other organizations and groups that have come together, thank you from all of us at Ada-Borup-West School, home of the Cougars.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it, and always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
All Works Underground Utilities, LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090. Well, we're about set for the second half tonight. Mahnomen-Waubun and Ada-Borup-West tied at 36 in boys basketball. Thanks to Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency with offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes, bringing us the halftime report. We get ready for the second half. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call. Aaron Gunther is my Your Live event engineer tonight. So we get rolling second half on the floor. Tate Hodick, Brody Lutka, Anthony Thompson, Brian Clark, and Ethan Jackson for the Thunderbirds. Cougars will send out Austin McCraven, Mason Larson, Anders Tinjum, Casper Kritzberger, and Adrian Reyes. And we're ready to go. It'll be Thunderbird basketball to start the second half. So it'll be Anthony Thompson with the basketball. Goes to Brian Clark on the left side. Out front, Clark looking now high post. Brody Lutka. Lutka drives in, splits the defense, and Lutka scores off the glass. Thunderbirds lead now 38-36. Lutka, 19 points. McCraven on the right side. McCraven through to Tingham on that top row, goes right side. Here's Mason Larson. Boy, he's been smooth from three. That's the first time he's missed a three. And a loose ball. Reyes tracked it down first. Here's Adrian Reyes. Reyes, he's going to pull the trigger on a three. No good. Rebounded by Mason Larson. Larson goes underneath to Kritzberger. Kritzberger one-handed, missed it. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka with 7 boards, and he'll bring it up himself. 38-36, Thunderbirds leading. Lutka goes left side. Hodek. Hodek looks, gives it to Thompson. Now to Ethan Jackson in that high post. Jackson, one-hander, up and good for Ethan Jackson. Adjusted the shot, made another move, and scored. It's 40-36 Thunderbirds. Tingham to Larson. Larson skips over to Reyes. Reyes on the baseline, comes nice, and Larson for the 2 and 1 more. Mason Larson coming down the lane like a freight train. Brody Lutka is going to pick up his second, and Larson's got a potential 3-point play. And they set it up really nice on the baseline drive, and Larson did a good job filling the lane, and Larson's free throw is good. So it's a 1-point ball game, 40-39, Thunderbirds by 1. Hodek with the basketball. Over to Jackson. Jackson will give it to Brian Clark. 40-39, Thunderbirds by 1. Back out to Brody Lutka. Lutka stops, pops, misses the shot. Rebounded by Austin McCraven with 6 boards. McCraven back across. McCraven will leave it for Tingham. Tingham out to Reyes. Reyes skips it all the way over the head. Kritzberger made a nice catch, but the momentum carried him out of bounds. Turnover on the Cougars, their 9th. 40-39, Anthony Thompson will bring it up for the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds leading by 1. Over to Hodek. Hodek out front. And a bounce pass to the inside. Brody Lutka picks it up, and then Lutka drives in and scores. Brody Lutka had to pick up the loose ball between 2 defenders and then had to drive in between 2 defenders and scores. It's 42-39. Right side, they give it to Larson. Larson, nice baseline drive. Couldn't get the shot to fall. The rebound is tipped out to Reyes. Reyes over to Tingham. Tingham, nice little pass. Larson on the baseline, gonna fall just a bit short. And another big rebound, another offensive board. Now Tingham, his shot is partially blocked. Ends up with a blocked shot. Tingham bringing it out. They'll reset with Larson. Larson goes right down to McCraven. McCraven wraps around, leaves it from Larson. Nice! And they loft it up. Larson catches in the air and releases for 2. 42-41, beautifully set up there. McCraven to Larson. Thompson to Clark. Clark will go left side to Hodek. Hodek coming back up top to Thompson. Now it's Anthony Thompson lofting back to Tate Hodek. Hodek a one-hander, too hard. Rebounded by Mason Larson coming out, filling the lane down the right side. And they go up top, Tingham over to Reyes. Reyes going to try his hand at a 3, won't fall. Rebounded by Brian Clark. Brian Clark clears it, comes back in transition. 42-41, Thunderbirds by 1. Lutka, this is a deep 3 for Brody. Lutka banked it in. Brody Lutka cashing it in on the bank. 45-41. Tingham over to Reyes. Reyes, Tingham, he's going to try a 3 like that. Goes off the mark, though, and a rebound by Ethan Jackson. Nearly went in. And Jackson will come back across. Jackson to Clark in the corner. Back out to Anthony Thompson. Thompson going to come back up top. Feeds it to Tate Hodek. Hodek back to Clark. 14:06 to play. Clark waiting for movement. Over to Anthony Thompson. Thompson back to Clark. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Tate Hodek. Hodek lofts it right into Austin McCraven. And McCraven's coming back. McCraven through to Reyes. Reyes on the left side. Reyes skip pass to Kritzberger. Kritzberger, his pass is tipped. Picked up by Ethan Jackson. Turnover on the Cougars, their 10th. And it'll be Brian Clark coming back. Clark leaves it for Jackson in the middle. Here's Ethan Jackson, right side. Brian Clark. Clark down to Brody Lutka. Lutka, shot no good. Rebounded by Kasper Kritzberger. Kritzberger to Tingham. Tingham back across. 45-41. Now Kritzberger, the three on the way, good. Casper Kritzberger buries a three and a timeout. Time on the floor, we'll take it. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. It is Mahnomen-Waubun leading Ada-Borup-West 45-44.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
Out of the timeout, 45-44. Thunderbirds lead the Cougars by 1. Connor Nelson checked in during the break for the Cougars, giving Reyes a break. It'll be Thunderbird basketball. And Anthony Thompson will bring it up here for Mahnomen-Waubun. Bounce pass over to Hodek. Hodek will give it to Brian Clark. Clark lofts it up and right through the hands, but Anthony Thompson able to secure it back. They tried the loft play. The pass was just a little off. Thompson somehow was able to save, and then Tate Hodek throws it right into the hands once again. Here comes Austin McCraven either way. McCraven lays it up and in for 2. 46-45. Cougars back on top by 1. Up the floor they go, left side. Thompson. Hodek has tried that same pass a couple times. He's turned it over the last 3 times he's tried it. Hodek out front, right side. Brian Clark. Cougars are onto it. Thompson back out to Brian Clark. Clark over to Hodek. Hodek will give it back to Brian Clark. There's 10 on the shot clock. Now it's Anthony Thompson. Thompson takes the 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Hudson MacArthur. Got the roll. Boy, it hung on that back iron for a long time before finally going in, and it's 47-46 Thunderbirds. Dingham coming to the right, had his pocket picked. Anthony Thompson on the run and had it stripped away by McCraven. Great defense there by Austin McCraven to sneak his hand there without committing the foul. Substitution, Hodek coming out. James Thompson coming in. So it'll be Thunderbird basketball. I think Tate Hodek just got told. Inbound goes to Brody Luck, and he got an easy one. I think Tate Hodek just got told, don't make that pass anymore. 49-46. Mason Larson goes right side. Kritzberger. Kritzberger down to the baseline and lost it off the dribble. And it's a turnover in the Cougars. They're 12th. 49-46. Thunderbirds by 3. 11:49 to play. Anthony Thompson will bring it up. Thompson to Clark. Clark will pass to James Thompson, now over to Anthony Thompson. Back to James Thompson, the Thompson connection, now to Clark. Clark, Thompson, lofted into the corner, and the pass almost stolen away by McCraven. He is all over the floor defensively. There's 8 on the shot clock. Brian Clark over to Anthony Thompson. Thompson's got to get a shot off. And he does, and it's no good. And a rebound by Brody Lutka. Got another rebound. 2 rebounds are there by Brody Lutka. And finally got the bucket. 51-46. It's a 6. Here's a drive by Mason Larson. Left it short, and the rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. 51-46, a 5-point lead here for the Thunderbirds, which would match the greatest lead for either team here tonight. Coming up, Anthony Thompson over to Brian Clark, and a foul going to be called on Casper Kritzberger, who tried to go for the steal. It'll be Kritzberger's third. Team's first of the second half. 51-46. Inbound to go to Anthony Thompson. Thompson with it. Over to Clark, back to Thompson. And now Clark. Clark will give it to James Thompson. As they work it around, 10:37 to play in this one. 51-46 Thunderbirds. Here's Anthony Thompson, kick it out to James Thompson. He'll try a three, rattle it home for James Thompson. And it's an 8-point Thunderbird lead. 54-46. Here's Mason Larson, kick it out to McCraven. McCraven had it poked away from behind. It'll stay with the Cougars. Ethan Jackson coming back in. Tate Hodak coming back in. Brody Lutka will sit down. Brian Clark will sit down. Brian Clark coming out. 54-46. Thunderbirds up by 8. 10:15 to play. Tingham over to Kritzberger. Kritzberger will give it back to Tingham. Tingham now on the drive. Tingham, nice drive. Fouled on his way in. Nice take by Anders Tingham. Found a crease and exploited that one, and Ethan Jackson's going to pick up his third foul. So Anders Tingham to the line. He's got 5 points. First trip to the free throw line here tonight. First one up and good. Smooth stroke there by Anders Tingham. Gets him the first free throw. He'll shoot again. Second one is up, and that one rimmed off. Ethan Jackson pulls down the board. And it's a 54-47 lead for Mahnomen-Waubun. Thompson coming to his right. Here's Anthony Thompson, cut off by Mason Larson. Now to Hudson MacArthur. MacArthur turns and shoots. Hudson MacArthur, the high post, turns and scores. 56-47, now a 9-point Thunderbird lead. Tingham works out front in the front court. Right side, Kritzberger. Kritzberger into the corner. Larson, silky smooth in the corner. Good again. Mason Larson. He's got 19. 56-50. Ethan Jackson coming back with it. Now Jackson has to get rid of it. Back to Tate Hodak. Hodak into the corner. James Thompson. Thompson tries a three over there. That's no good. Rebounded by Mason Larson. He's got 4 boards. Over to McCraven. McCraven will bring it back the other way. 9:12 to play. 56-50. Thunderbirds by 6. Here is a Connor Nelson three. Won't fall. Rebound. Stolen right away from Hudson MacArthur by Austin McCraven. 3 on the way. No good. This rebound comes down to Ethan Jackson. Jackson pulls that one down, and the pass ahead to Anthony Thompson. McCraven just ripped it right away from Hudson MacArthur. Now an off-balance shot by Ethan Jackson. Rebound down to Mason Larson. Out to McCraven. 56-50. Thunderbirds by 6. Leaves it out for Larson. They go Tingham into the corner. Here's Kritzberger all alone. He'll try the three. Rimmed in, rimmed out. And a foul on the rebound. Ethan Jackson pulled it down. And they call a reach going against Connor Nelson. Nelson picks up his third. Substitutions. Brody Lutka coming in. Brian Clark coming in. Anthony Thompson. Hudson MacArthur sitting down. 8:31 to play. A 56-50 lead for the Thunderbirds. Full court pressure here now by the Cougars. Jackson over to the right. It's tipped out of bounds by Tingham. So it'll stay with the Thunderbirds. They inbound from the far sideline. The inbound, dangerous pass. And down to the floor. Getting the steal was Connor Nelson. And then Nelson fell to the floor and they call it travel. And boy, both Nelson and Hodak both hit the floor hard. Nate McCraven is asking the question, how did he get called with a travel? Both teams will be charged with a turnover. Hodak will come up the floor with it. Right side, James Thompson. Cougars turning up the defense here a little bit. Thompson inside to Brody Lutka. Lutka now going to drive in, kicks it out to Brian Clark. There's 10 on the shot clock. Now it's Ethan Jackson with the basketball. Jackson has to take the shot. It comes up short, no good, and foul on the rebound. We'll see who it, man, is there a foul or did it just go out of bounds? We'll see what the official says. And they're going to call the foul against Connor Nelson. That'd be his 4th. So Nelson in some foul trouble. They'll send in Tyler Catlett for Nelson. 56-51. Inbound goes to Brody Lutka. Up to Tate Hodek. Hodek will give it to Brian Clark. Clark will work around. Now lost the dribble deep in the front court. Gives it to Anthony Thompson on the right side. Thompson down to Ethan Jackson. There's 8 on the shot clock. Skip it through to Brian Clark. Clark fouled on the drive. So the hand check, that one goes against Tyler Catlett. So first personal on Catlett, team's 4th. Thunderbirds will inbound from their own baseline. Inbound goes to Brody Lutka. Lutka fouled on the shot. So a foul called. That one going against Anders Tinjum, his 1st. So that'll send Brody Lutka to the line. Now it's 56-50. They changed the score a couple times there. So Lutka at the line. He's 3 of 3. First one good. .29 tonight for Lutka to go along with 9 boards. Second one for Brody Lutka. Got nothing. Rebounded by Austin McCraven. And a foul called. Foul's on Tate Hodek, so they're starting to tighten up here with the hand checking. It'll be Cougar basketball. Tinjum across half court. 7.5 to play. 57-50. Thunderbirds by 7. Kritzberger going to dribble down. Hand it back to McCraven. McCraven sweeps through. McCraven stops. Shot is up and a blocking foul on Ethan Jackson. So Jackson will pick up his 4th. His 4th. To the line goes Austin McCraven. McCraven went 2 of 6 in the first half. First one away, good for Austin McCraven. 57-51, Hudson MacArthur coming in. Ethan Jackson has to sit down. He's got 4 fouls. One more here for McCraven. It's 57-51 Thunderbirds. One more for McCraven. Second free throw, oh, won't fall. Rebounded by Hudson MacArthur. MacArthur with 4 boards. Hodek will come up the floor with it with 7:12 to play. To Anthony Thompson. Thompson out to Brian Clark. Clark will leave it for Hodek. Hodek back to Anthony Thompson. Thompson coming to his right. Anthony Thompson down to the baseline, cut off. Now has to get rid of it. Gives it to Hudson MacArthur, and MacArthur turns it over. Lost it in the hands again to McCraven. Up the floor to Kritzberger. Kritzberger out to McCraven. McCraven, no look pass, and a beauty at that, and Tyler Catlett was standing there all alone. Easy bucket for Tyler Catlett. It's 57-53. McCraven making things happen on the offensive end. Hodek left side, 6.5 to play. It's a 4-point ball game as Tate Hodek now needs a little help. They go inside to Brody Lutka, and the ball is, we're going to have a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to be in favor of the Thunderbirds, so it'll be a turnover. No, it'll be in favor of the Cougars, rather. So that'll be a turnover. So a turnover there. It's 57-53. Cougars leading. Or no, Thunderbirds leading, rather. Excuse me. 6:20 to play. Tinjum across half court. Tinjum nearly lost it, and they got a handle, and then dumps it down to Tyler Catlett, and again. What a nice pass. Tinjum to Catlett. 57-55. They drive, and Catlett comes baseline, and they find him wide open. Up top, Thompson down to Brody Lutka. Lutka the fall away, won't get the fall. Rebounded by Hudson MacArthur, and MacArthur Couldn't get the shot, and the next rebound down to McCraven. Here's Tinjum driving. And a block, and one. Anders Tinjum driving, creating. Now has a chance for the Cougars to take the lead. Foul is on Hudson MacArthur. It's his first, team's fifth. MacArthur coming out, Jackson coming back in. So Tinjum, who is 1 of 2 from the free throw line, has 8 points tonight. He's at the line, free throws away, it's good. Cougars have regained the lead at 58-57. Up top, Brian Clark with it. They go to Ethan Jackson. Jackson, nice pass, and an extra pass down to Brody Lutka, and Lutka goes up strong and scores and one. So Brody Lutka will go to the free throw line. Foul going against Kasper Kritzberger, that's his fourth. So Lutka at the line, Thunderbirds regain the lead at 59-58. That is our 20th lead change. One here for Brody Lutka, chance to take the lead for the Thunderbirds. Free throws up, free throws off the mark. And the rebound is kicked around, and finally it is Mason Larson with the board. Tinjum on the right side. They go left side to Mason Larson. Larson, corner, Kritzberger trying the three. Why not? Kasper Kritzberger buries a wide open three and a timeout. They call it a three, or do they call it? Yep, it is a three. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. 5:12 to play. 61-59. Cougars leading.
The Bennett Hoagland Agency only sells and services crop insurance. Because each farm operation is different, John, Wayne, and Marissa strive to help you develop a cost-effective insurance plan that fits your needs. Whether it's common crops, specialty crops, livestock, or crop hail, please call or stop at the Bennett Hoagland Agency and fine-tune your risk management plan today. The Bennett Hoagland Agency, Ada and Moorhead, an equal opportunity provider.
61-59. Cougars now have a 1 or a 2-point lead. We have gone back and forth in this one tonight. 21 lead changes. We've had 10 ties. It'll be Thunderbird basketball. The inbound will go to Anthony Thompson, and he'll bring it up. So Thompson across to Jackson. They go left side, Brian Clark. Clark inside to Brody Lutka. Lutka shot partially blocked, and then again blocked. The block goes out of bounds. Lutka had it blocked by Tinjum. It was contested by Larson the first go-around. Tried the pump fake. And the inbound will go to Ethan Jackson. Jackson working against Tyler Catlett. Has to go inside. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Austin McCraven. Looked like an off-balance shot. Inbound. Oh, nice look underneath. Mason Larson snuck on the baseline. They lofted into him baseline. Now it's 63-59. Cougars up by 4. Anthony Thompson coming down the right side. Backdoor cut by Tate Hodek. Didn't get it to him. Left side, Jackson. Jackson up top to Anthony Thompson. Thompson goes left side to Hodek. Hodek traveled. So turnover number 15 on the Thunderbirds tonight. 63-59, a chance here for the Cougars to create a little bit more separation with 4:20 to play. Tinjum with the basketball, works off the screen backside. Tinjum short little pull up, so nice for Anders Tinjum. Just a nice little touch on the leaner, and it's a 6-point ball game. 65-59. Now Ethan Jackson turns the ball over, and they go ahead to Mason Larson. Larson, right-handed layup, won't fall. And the rebound out to Anders Tinjum. Tinjum goes up to McCraven. McCraven back out to Tinjum. And head coach Nate McCraven saying, slow down here. We got 3:47 to play. Let's take a little time off. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Here's Tinjum coming around. Tinjum has to do something with it. Tinjum, one-hander is no good, and that's going to go out of bounds. So out of bounds it goes. It'll be Thunderbird basketball. Didn't hit the rim. so it'll be technically called a turnover. So a 6-point lead for the Cougars, 65-59. Thompson. Timeout, Thunderbirds. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. It is Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun 65-59, 3:27 to play. We're back in 30 seconds. Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is proud to be your hometown grocery store. Featuring everyday low prices store-wide, make sure to check out their weekly sales flyer and don't miss out on the savings. They've got a great produce department, meat department, bakery, and so much more. It's easy to find low prices when you're shopping at Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. Proud to be your hometown grocery store with everyday low prices. It's Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. 65-59, Cougars leading by 6 tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, Mahnomen, Minnesota, and yourliveevent.com. It's been a fun ball game so far. 10 lead changes, 21 lead changes, 10 ties. The inbound will go to Anthony Thompson. Thompson to Jackson. Jackson up top. Anthony Thompson, this is a deep three, won't fall. Rebounded by Anders Tinjum. Tinjum coming down the right side. Tinjum slowing up, skipping across to Kritzberger. Kritzberger back out to Tinjum. Cougars going to try and eat some time off the clock. Tinjum out to Kritzberger. Now it's back over to Larson. Back to Tinjum. They go inside to Larson. Larson's shot contested. Didn't matter. Mason Larson is scoring. 8-point lead for the Cougars. 67-59. They go across to Tate Hodek, and now Brian Clark. Clark back to Hodek. Hodek on the right side, driving, dishes. Nice dish. Ethan Jackson's got the easy one. It's a nice dish. Jackson's got 8 points. 67-61. 2.5 to go. Tinjum walks it across. Again, just eating time off the clock. Go inside a pick and roll, and the ball is loose. Ball is still loose, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Thunderbirds. 15 turnovers on the night on the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. 2:22 to play. 67-61. Cougars leading by 6. Anthony Thompson will bring it up. Off the screen comes Anthony Thompson. Thompson to Lutka. Lutka, high arcing shot. That one won't fall. Remoted by Tinjum. It was contested. Larson had a hand in the face. 2 minutes to play. Tinjum out front. Tinjum off the screen. Leaves it out for Kritzberger. They can eat this up all the way down to about 1.5 to play. Now it's Larson. Larson will drive. Larson's just going to drive it, and it's a charge. Mason Larson drove in. Brody Lutka was set. So a charge called on Mason Larson. And a charge turnover as well. So the bucket, no good. Here is Anthony Thompson. Thompson driving down. Now Thompson in trouble. Thompson turns it over, lost it underneath, and picked up by Anders Tinjum with 1.5 to play. 67-61. McCraven over to Tinjum. Tinjum directing traffic. Out to Mason Larson. Larson will give it to Kritzberger. Now down to McCraven, and that one goes off of McCraven's hands, out of bounds. Turnover on the Cougars. They both have 17 turnovers in the game. Substitutions, James Thompson coming in, Brian Clark coming off. 1:15 to play in this one. A 6-point Cougar lead and a timeout. Timeout Thunderbirds brought to you by Gordon Construction. We'll take it as well. 1:15 to play. It is Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun 67-61.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall. 67-61, Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun tonight on Gold 115 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. And then it'll be Thunderbird basketball coming out of the break. And we're ready to go here. 1:15 to play. It's been a dandy here tonight. This boys' game has been just as exciting as the girls' game that went to overtime. So Anthony Thompson will bring it up, working against Anders Tinjum. Across to James Thompson. Ethan Jackson will come up and get the pass. They go back to James Thompson. Now James Thompson has to dish it off. Anthony Thompson will drive. Cougars tightening up the defense. Here's Ethan Jackson. Jackson on the drive and a foul called. So Ethan Jackson will go to the line for free throws. Foul is on Casper Kritzberger, who will have 4 fouls and foul out of the ball game. 6 points to go along with 3 boards for Casper Kritzberger. Now James Thompson out. Brian Clark in for the Thunderbirds. Connor Nelson will check in for Casper Kritzberger, who has fouled out of this ball game. Couple here for Ethan Jackson, who is 0-3 from the line tonight. Jackson with 8 points. First one is away and is good. So Jackson gets the first one. One more here for Ethan Jackson, makes it a 5-point ball game. 53 seconds to play. Second one for Jackson is no good. And that'll be tracked down by Tinjum. Tinjum with 5 boards. Full court pressure here. McCraven skips it ahead to Catlett. 42 seconds to play. 67-62. McCraven leaves it out for Tinjum. 35 seconds to play. McCraven back to Tinjum. They go left side to Catlett. Catlett back into the middle to McCraven. McCraven leaves it for Larson. Larson misses the bucket. Rebounded by Brian Clark. And up the other way comes Brody Lutka. They leave it for Ethan Jackson. Out to Anthony Thompson. Thompson's 3, good! Anthony Thompson buries a 3 to make it a 2-point ball game with 15 seconds to play and a timeout quickly taken. We'll take it. We're back right after this. 67-65. Cougars lead by a deuce on Gold 115 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered 2-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Well, Anthony Thompson hit a big 3. Now there's 15 seconds left in a 2-point ball game. The Cougars leading 67-65. Cougars will inbound. Thunderbirds with a full court press. Inbound going to Mason Larson. Larson will be quickly fouled. So it'll go on James Thompson. Thompson will pick up his second. It'll be the team's 6th. 14 seconds to go. So the Cougars will inbound from the near sideline. So now the inbound goes to Anders Tinjum, and he'll be quickly fouled by Anthony Thompson. Thompson picks up his 3rd, and that'll be the 7th. That'll send Tinjum to the line. Tinjum, 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. 12.7 seconds, level 1-1. Ethan Jackson coming out. Brian Clark coming out. So at the line is Anders Tinjum. Tinjum shooting the one end if make one. And the first one goes in. Rolled around on the outside of the rim, but finally falls in. He'll shoot again. 12 on the night for Tinjum. One more for Anders Tinjum. Second free throw. That one is off the mark. Rebound coming down to Brody Lutka. Lutka on the drive. Lutka, bucket good and one. Brody Lutka drives the length of the court and scores, and now has a chance to tie the ball game with 7.9 seconds to play. Fouls on Connor Nelson, who will foul out of the game. No points and 1 rebound, and boy, Brody Lutka drives all the way down. It's a 1-point game with 7.9 seconds to play. Lutka at the line. Whoo! What a drive by Brody Lutka to get down the floor and make that layup. .33 on the night for Lutka with 10 rebounds. Lutka will shoot one, a chance to tie the ball game with 7.9 seconds. Lutka, 4 of 6 from the line, free throws off. And the rebound quickly down to Anders Tinjum. And 6.5 seconds left. Tinjum will go back to the line. So the free throw was off. Clark coming off, James Thompson coming in. Now also coming in is Taden Larson for the Thunderbirds. Larson will come in for Hodek. Tinjum will shoot one and if make one. He is 3 of 5 from the line. 1-point ball game with 6.5 seconds to play. Tinjum at the line, first one away, and he makes it. Makes it a 2-point ball game at 69-67. 6.5 seconds to go in this one. One more here for Anders Tinjum. Tinjum, second one, good. Made them both. It's a 3-point game and a timeout. Timeout taken. We'll take a quick one, 70-67. Cougars by 3. Timeout's brought to you by Gordon Construction. We're back in 30 seconds.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
70-67. Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun tonight in boys basketball. It's been a dandy here tonight. We have seen some good basketball in the gym. No doubt about it tonight, part of this doubleheader. On the floor for the Thunderbirds, Anthony Thompson, Brody Lutka, James Thompson, Ethan Jackson, and Taden Larson. There's 6.5 seconds to play on the floor for the Cougars. It'll be Tyler Catlett, Mason Larson, Austin McCraven, Anders Tinjum, and Adrian Reyes. So the Thunderbirds can tie with a 3. Brody Lutka will inbound. Inbound will go to Anthony Thompson. Thompson coming up the floor. Thompson stops, takes the three, and he stepped out of bounds first. Thompson stepped out of bounds first. 0.9 seconds to play. The Cougars are going to come away with a win tonight. And that'll be it. Wow, what a ball game tonight. 70-67. Ada-Borup-West over Mahnomen-Waubun. They're 11-5. Mahnomen-Waubun drops to 4-7. It was a dandy again tonight. We'll take a break. We'll get our post-game report started up as we move along here. Your final score: Ada-Borup-West over Mahnomen-Waubun, 70-67. We'll take a break. We're coming back on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, Swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Post-game report here tonight as Ada-Borup-West a 70-67 win over Mahnomen-Waubun, and we got some players up here for the Cougars. Braden Booing is joining us first. First off, whoo, man, what a ball game tonight. Tell me about this one. What you thought of it?
I mean, they played really hard, but I think in the second half we played a lot harder than they did. So I think that's really the reason we won the game.
How did you feel like, it was a back and forth battle, a tight battle? What was your coach saying during the timeouts? What was he telling your team?
He was just saying to play hard and just play basketball the way we learned it.
It seemed like, it was a physical battle in there. Was it as physical as it looked?
Yeah, I think it was a lot more physical than it looked.
What do you take out of this game as areas that you think that this team needs to get better at now after a close ball game like this?
Just defense, really. They had a lot of easy layups when we were out of place.
Kind of seemed like, it was a wild crowd, a wild environment. These are fun to win on the road, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Do you feel like this team is playing some of their better basketball right now?
I think they are. They've been doing really good the last couple of games.
Well, man, congratulations. A nice win here tonight, and best of luck with the next matchups.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. Talking there with Braden Boeing, who ended the night tonight, hit some big threes hit a big three and a couple shots. Ended the night with 6 points and 3 boards here for the Cougars. A nice performance there. Is our game summary. Actually, we're gonna get Anders Tingem up here. There he is. Hey man, that's for you. And I'm gonna give you a microphone as well. Congratulations on the win here tonight. Boy, what a battle. Take me through it. Tell me your thoughts on what you thought of this game tonight.
I mean, Mahnomen came here wanting to win, obviously. We played them their first game, our second game. We got them, by a little more than we did tonight. They came in, they wanted to beat us. They showed that. I mean, it was a good game.
It seemed like, and like I asked your teammate, it was a physical battle. Is that the style of basketball you guys like to play? Is that physical style?
I mean, we can't really control what the refs are, physical or not physical. We just come ready to play no matter what it is. We like physical. We don't matter. It don't matter.
A loud crowd tonight, a wild environment. How much fun was it for you to be out there and be part of this one?
Oh, yeah, man, it's fun. I mean, that's what we're here for, Just here to have fun. The atmosphere, fans, everyone, just here to play.
What do you take out of this game for areas of improvement? Where do you think you guys got to get work on?
I mean, in the first half, I feel like defense stood out a little bit. We got to be a better defensive team on the ball and, off the ball as well. But rebounding in the second half was definitely a lot better in the first half as well. I mean, we got to improve in practice every day too.
Seems like win on the road is always fun, and in a close ball game, that even makes it a little bit better, right?
Yep.
Well, hey, Matt, congratulations on the win here tonight, and best luck with the upcoming games.
All right, thank you.
You bet. It's our post game. Yeah, you too. Anders Tingem joining us here as a victory tonight for the Cougars. They come away with the win, 70-67. We'll take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to Nate McCraven. We'll do that in 30 seconds on KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the SeaTeak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Post-game report. We've got the head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Nate McCraven, is joining us here following a 70-67 win over Mahnomen-Waubun. Wow, what a ball game here tonight. Another a great performance by your team, a gritty performance on the road in a wild environment. A lot of fun. Your thoughts after this one?
Yeah, really fun ball game. You mentioned gritty. That's exactly the way I would describe it too. I knew it was that first half, I kind of anticipated it being like that. Just a rock fight back and forth. I was kind of hoping Mahnomen-Waubun would go in one of their little funks where they don't. I hear Clark always saying we go in these funks and we don't seem to forget how to play basketball from time to time. But they played a full game tonight. They maybe definitely had some moments. I know we definitely had some moments as well too. So, but yeah, it was a fun game and it was good. We've had a couple games lately where our guys just kind of turn that switch on and you just see that want to win out of our guys and they just somehow find a way. Just a competitive desire, maybe some veteran leadership out there that have been in some tight games before that really stands out.
And I thought, after a real back and forth battle in the first half, your guys found another gear. The rebounding came around in that second half, and I thought your guys found better shot selections getting to the basket in that second half.
Yeah, and they chased Austin in the second half. I think in the first half we kind of relied on Austin a little bit too much and getting in the middle and then standing and letting him go. In the second half, they took him away, so it had to be other guys, and it took us a few possessions to figure it out. But once we did, Anders did a great job getting to the middle and making plays. Tyler Catlett, playing 2 halves of JV for us, came in the second half and found a couple buckets just kind of hanging around the lane, which is something that some of our guys don't really like to do. They like to stand out on the three-point line. So, if we can, obviously, hopefully we can make a point of that and just say, hey, you don't have to start there, but just making cuts to the basket and finding ways. Braden Boeing gave us some big minutes in the first half as well, too. He hit a corner 3 and did some good things also. So, Brody Lockett, what did he have tonight?
I had him for 33.
33. Tough matchup for us. I told him we're taking him home with us. Can you make trades in high school basketball?
I'm sure you.
We might give him a good offer. He's a dude and he's strong and a great kid, and yeah, happy for that kid. He was a tough matchup for us tonight. Obviously, we're missing a couple guys. No excuses with Mahnomen-Waubun. They obviously played really well. But, they became a really tough matchup for us inside with Lodka and Jackson kind of having their way. And then one adjustment we did make when putting Catlett in the game that was so huge that I don't think a lot of people would recognize is he was able to go guard Jackson, I think it was. And then now Austin got to get out on the perimeter and pressure the Mahnomen-Waubun guards a little bit more too. And, that's Austin's strength, not trying to bang in there with Lodka. That's probably a reason why Lodka had 30-plus points tonight, because my son was trying to bang with him down low. So, but, no, Mahnomen-Waubun's doing a lot of really good things, and it was a fun game.
You know what I was going to say? You had some players out with sickness and whatnot. Boy, you had some kids that they came off the bench. They played probably more minutes, and they really, really stepped up for you tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Adrian Reyes has been starting for us as a senior. Casper Kritzberger is a competitor. Connor Nelson's been playing good minutes for us as well, too. They all have really good spurts where they do really, really good things, and then they kind of have some of those moments where you can kind of tell maybe that they haven't been in those big games, but you don't get that stuff without the experience. So tonight was a good learning curve for them as well. I know Waubun's a really young team as well too, with a lot of juniors and even younger than that. They don't have a ton of seniors out there. I think they played one tonight, right? So there's probably even in big intense games like this, there's a lot of learning going on out there for these kids.
You got East Hill and Hitterdall tomorrow night. Always another good rivalry matchup. Always a battle. Should be a good one.
Yeah, we're licking our wounds right now with sicknesses. I was out of school the last 2 days as well too. I think I got some food poisoning though instead of some flu, but and it's loud as heck in here. I stood up the first few times and about hit the floor with dizziness. But no, it's a fun place to play. It's a tough place to play, and it was always good to eke out of here with a win whenever you can. So.
Nate, I appreciate it here. Congratulations. Fun ball game tonight. Best of luck tomorrow night.
You bet. Thank you.
You bet. It's Nate McCraven. He's the head coach of the
Ada-Borup.
Joining us here following the victory over Mahnomen-Waubun tonight. 70-67 win tonight for the Cougars, as it was tied at 36. We ended the night with 21 lead changes and 10 ties in the ball game. As tied at 36 second half, Thunderbirds built a 9-point lead. Cougars came back. Cougars built an 8-point lead. Thunderbirds came back and cut the lead down to 2 points right at the end of the ball game. And then it was the Cougars just making some free throws and rounding out the ball game. So the Cougars now are 11-5. Thunderbirds fall to 4-7. Take a break. We're going to come back. We will be talking with head coach John Clark Jr. We still got our stars of the game. We got more to come. Stick around. Post-game report continues right after this.
And asks you for your money, that's called robbery. But when you walk into a bank full of people you don't know, you gladly hand over your entire paycheck. Walk into Midwest Bank, on the other hand, and half the time you can't get to the teller line before bumping into 2 friends and 3 neighbors. And those are just the people who work there. So you can hand your money over to some stranger, or you can go to Midwest Bank, the local bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Post-game report continuing. The head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here following a 70-67 loss to the Ada-Borup-West Cougars tonight. Rays, a tough loss for your kids, but boy, a lot of positives in a game like this where, your kids played hard right to the end and gave yourselves a chance to win this one against a really good basketball team. Your thoughts after this one?
Yeah, I think I'm most proud of the fact that our kids are really hurting after this game. I mean, they wanted to win this thing, and it would have been easy for us to come in tonight and just say, oh, we're going to get our butts kicked. They're better than us, and kind of go through the motions. But we came to win. I mean, you got to give those kids credit. They came to win the game tonight and gave themselves a chance. And we did so many good things. I thought. We were aggressive to the basket. I thought we were tough down low. Thought we did a good job on defense for a good chunk. And, it came down to a couple of rebounds and a couple of turnovers, or we're really happy instead of really sad right now.
And those turnovers, I think it just came down to, you got some kids that really were maybe trying to do a little bit too much down the stretch.
Absolutely. Trying to do too much, dribbling too much. When we dribble too much, it's usually a turnover. So, but we're learning. I mean, like you said, that's a darn good team, Ada is, and they play very good defense. And, they early in the year, I didn't know if we could score against them. And tonight, what did we put up? Damn near 70 points. So, we've learned, and, like I said, I'm just proud of these kids. I love the fact that they're so down over this loss, because that just tells me that they expected to win, and what more can you ask for?
And you had a lot of kids that played well here tonight, but boy, Brody Lutka was a tough matchup for Ada-Borup-West tonight. I mean, they just didn't have any answer for him.
Well, Brody's learned to play to his strengths, and he's tough. I mean, he's a big, strong kid and relentless on the boards, and and he can go out and shoot the ball a little bit. So he's getting his confidence with his outside shot, and that's only going to help him. But again, that's the entire team playing to our strength and getting the ball inside and playing off each other. Him and Ethan are starting to work together real well, and Hud came in and got some big rebounds and a couple buckets for us. So, I mean, very, very pleased. I'm probably the biggest sorest loser there is, but I'm pleased with how well we played.
Well, you got to come back, do it tomorrow night. You got a tough Park Christian team coming to your place, and you're going to see another really good basketball team.
Super good team, and long and lanky and good shooters. And it'd be nice to have a night off or a practice, but heck, maybe we're hot, Sean. We'll see. I mean, the boys will show up. I know we drained a lot of energy. We were missing one of our key players, and so our bench shortened up even more. So I know we spent a lot of energy, and they got to refuel tonight and tomorrow, so we can play with that same effort.
Well, we'll be there at the broadcast tomorrow night, Rays. We'll look forward to it, and tough loss tonight, but a fun ball game. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, much better effort than that curling team I was on here this last weekend. Our captain didn't inspire us well enough.
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of hurt going on there, too. I don't know if there was the losses.
Right you are, Sean. Right you are.
Yeah, I think it's time to elect a new captain to that team.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you, Sean.
Good. Thanks, Rays. Head coach of the Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here following the loss, Ada-Borup-West. We'll take a quick 30. We'll come back, name our stars of the game, coming up next on our post-game report.
Hi, this is Jim. And with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moll. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Let's get into our stars of the game tonight. The stars brought to you by Pinehurst Resort, beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near to Ada-Wash tonight. From the Thunderbirds, a couple stars tonight. I named Brody Lutka star of the game. I thought he played exceptionally well here tonight with 33 points and 10 boards. I thought Anthony Thompson played really well tonight, so congratulations to those individuals from the Thunderbirds. From the Cougars tonight, Austin McCraven, just a great defensive, offensive performance, 17 points on the night. Mason Larson tonight, a huge performance at 23 points and 6 boards. So congratulations to our stars. They're brought to you by Pinehurst Resort. Take a break, come back. Our sub of the game is next. Post-game report continues after this.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Subway Super Sub of the game tonight presented to you by Subway and Ada, where they remind you to eat fresh. And tonight, Hudson MacArthur of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds is our Subway Super Sub of the game. He came in some good minutes, 6 points, 5 boards, some big rebounds, some big putbacks. I thought he played really well here tonight, so congratulations to Hudson MacArthur. He's our Subway Super Sub of the game. He'll get a free 6-inch sub courtesy of Subway and Ada. They remind you to eat fresh. And our Wild Rice Electric Power Performer of the game, Wild Rice Electric, member-owned, team-driven Wild Rice Electric. Tonight, the power performance, I gave it to Anders Tingham. Boy, he had 14.6 boards, but he played really solid here tonight. Made some great passes, hit some big shots in the second half. In fact, had 9 in the second half, some big free throws. Powerful performance tonight by Anders Tingham. He's our Wild Rice Electric Power Performer of the game, brought to you by Wild Rice Electric, member-owned, team-driven. We got a 30. We'll come back. Enbridge Energy Player and the numbers when we continue. 70-67, Cougars with the win over the Thunderbirds. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou. It's time now for our Enbridge Energy Player of the game. Tonight I went to Mason Larson of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, 23.6 boards, and boy, he played with energy all night long. Offensively knocked down some huge plays, or some big shots, and then played defense down the stretch on Brody Lutke. He did a great job. So brought the energy tonight. It's Mason Larson of Ada-Borup-West, our Enbridge Energy Player of the game. Received a free t-shirt courtesy of Enbridge. Life takes energy with Enbridge. Well, let's get into the final numbers here tonight. We'll start with Mahnomen-Waubun. They're led by Brody Lutke, 33 points, had 10 rebounds, and had a double-double for Lutke. It was Ethan Jackson, 9 points, 9 boards. Hudson MacArthur had 6 points and 5 boards. James Thompson, 6 points. And Tate Hodick had 5 points here tonight. Thunderbirds went 6 of 16 from the line, 29 rebounds, 18 turnovers as they fall to 4 and 7. For Ada-Borup-West tonight, led by Mason Larson, 23 points, 6 boards. Austin McCraven, 17 points, 9 boards. Anders Tingham, 14 points, 6 boards. It was Braden Booing, 6 points, 3 boards. It was Casper Kritzberger, 6 points, 3 boards. And Tyler Catlett with 4 points. Ada-Borup-West, 10 of 17 from the line. They had 30 rebounds. They committed 17 turnovers rather, as they moved to 11-5 on the season. That'll do it for the broadcast. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Please patronize the advertisers that you've heard and seen throughout the broadcast. Thanks to Aaron Gunther, my Your Live event engineer tonight, and to you, the listener and viewer, for tuning in. Final score, boys basketball, Ada-Borup-West over Mahnomen-Waubun, 70-67. From the nest, the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird, home of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, I'm Sean Bierk. Have a great night, everybody.